How would you like to learn how to increase profits by reverse engineering GMV max metric on TikTok? So this way you could make more profits from whatever the kind of bundles that you're trying to sell, whatever kind of luxury pet products that you're trying to sell, simply by reverse engineering GMV max score. As you guys know, GMV max, this is a score that gets assigned to sellers. So if you're selling any kind of products on TikTok Shop, obviously, if you wanted to make more profits, you need to play by the rules of TikTok. So otherwise, it's really easy to get cooked, guys, and not get any of those extra boosts. Keep something in mind: if you do play by the TikTok rules, you will get that boost that you guys are seeking. And there's going to be certain things that are going to be happening, guys, for your products. Your products are going to be pushed by TikTok if you achieve the GMV max metric. So in simple words, whenever you sell products, you get this gross margin value, basically how many total number of sales you make. And of course, if you wanted to increase profits, the best way to do that is to make more sales. But what is actually happening behind the scenes? Well, behind the scenes is happening as follows. TikTok increases your chances of making more sales, providing that you make sales. I know it sounds like a conundrum, like, hey, how can I make sales if I like it feels like it doesn't make sense, right? But the truth is, yes, TikTok algorithm will push you further if you cook it up, the formula for it real quick. So what is included? What does it look for? Well, TikTok Shop looks for $1,500. So if you make $1,500 in the first 7 days, what it looks for is that velocity metric, and of course it looks for volume. So what it's trying to do is trying to see how fast are you pushing those sales. Now, of course, to really crack that code, to really crack that metric, you need to understand what's involved. And of course, what's involved is several criteria. The winning product criteria that I already discussed with you before, and I'm going to quickly mention them. You got to have 4 to 5x profit margins when you're looking for a product. You got to make sure it's not easily comparable or shoppable, and you got to make sure that it's not. And what that means is easily comparable and shoppable means you're not just going to find that product on Chewy or any other place like Target or Walmart or whatever the case may be. So the idea here, guys, is relatively simple. The idea is you want to make sure the product is instant. I mean, it provides this instant gratification when somebody looks at it. So this way, UGC creators are not going to have struggles selling that product. And of course, it needs to be 4x to 5x profit margin. So if the product is like $5, if you could get it sold for $25 retail price, congratulations, that's amazing. And of course, when you pick a product, you want to make sure that this product is not something that somebody can easily buy on Amazon, and as I mentioned, shoppable. It can't be just easily comparable and shoppable. So how do you achieve that? Well, there's a couple of things you could do. You could differentiate the product with different types of bundles, and then you could see if it sells and then double down on that bundle more. And you could do this in parallel with having multiple kind of test batches. And you want to be using different types of batches for your influencers and for your first set of customers, because to your first set of customers, you're gonna have when I say batches, I mean like literally what you guys gotta do is reach out to China factory supplier, and get them to produce a couple of pilot engineering samples for your product. And of course, the way you want to distribute those samples is to your house, your 3PL facility, and directly to TikTok fulfillment center to see how well can company really handle those kind of products. Test that in round one of your launch cycle. So essentially, there's going to be certain steps that you're going to be doing before you launch the product, and certain steps that you're going to be doing after you launch the product, and whatever is in between. So pre-launch, launch, post-launch. And of course, guys, when you're dealing with all those phases, you want to make sure that your GMV score gets factored in. And to do that, you need to add certain accelerators into your bundle, meaning certain QR codes that give people rebates. And when you do that, you also want to be given upfront refunds. So you need to be including combinational kind of accelerators that will allow you to really get that initial volume for your GMV max score. Because as soon as TikTok sees that GMV max score pumping up, it's going to start pushing your products, and you're going to make more sales. It's just going to be so much easier for you. But of course, for you to truly understand how it all works, you really would want to take a look at my previous workshops, guys. And yeah, take a look at them. I promise you will make more sense